Hi, Patrick here from Cheetah Will View. Today we are here to talk about a movie that was released by IFC Midnight. And the movie we're going to be talking about today is Relic. Relic is a 2020 Australian psychological horror film that starred Emily Mortimer, Robin Nevin, Bella Heathcote, and was directed by Natalie Erica James, and the story was co-written by Natalie Erica James and Christian White. I'm going to tell you some thoughts about the movie after I tell you the synopsis of it. Uh, this is a hard movie, to tell you the truth. Um, Basically, it's an older woman who's not living by herself, a widow, and she goes missing. And her daughter, who's played by Emily Mortimer, Kay, and her daughter, played by Bella Heathcote, who plays Sam. They go up to the house to look for their grandmother or mother named Edna, who's played by Robin Nevin. Robin Nevin. So as you go in and they go to the house, they look for their grandmother. They don't see it. There's no hide or hair where she's at. She goes down and talks to the police. The police start asking her questions. And you can tell by listening to Kay's answers that her mother and her have been estranged for quite a while. They hadn't had any contact in a very long time. But the granddaughter has. And but not the mother. The police officers, you can see him sort of looking at her like, wow, okay, you know, elderly mother, you're not really staying in touch with her. So they go back to the house, and then we see that the mother and the granddaughter, Kay and Sam, they're sort of estranged too. Um, Sam has quit her job at an art gallery, and she hadn't told her mother until right now, and her mother obviously is like concerned about that. Uh, so they make their way around the house, tidying up, and the house makes a lot of noises, a lot of eerie noises that causes Sam to look around and like what's going on. Um, as they're cleaning the house, they also notice a mold on the wall. Kay notices patches of mold. Well, eventually the mom does come home. Edna comes home, and it's clear that she's not exactly right. She appears okay, but she's really not. And so, uh, one minute she runs hot, one minute she runs cold. Sometimes she can remember things, sometimes she can't. Uh, and of course, Kay and Sam they're trying to go with it. They're trying to help her out. Um, but it's hard. It's hard because something obviously not is not right with the grandma. Um, Kay starts having nightmares where she's waking up in an old house that used to be on the property, and she's seeing her mother dead on the ground. And it's she wakes up and she doesn't know what to make of it. The house that she's dreaming of was taken down years and years ago. Uh, Sam goes ahead and she sees a neighbor boy that she knows pretty well, and but the young man who has Down syndrome, um, he used to come over and play, and they hang out with the grandma, but he's not allowed to anymore. And so Sam finds out that that he used to play hide and go seek with Edna, the grandmother, and the grandmother he hit himself in a room, and and Edna forgot that he was there, and so um, obviously the boy was terrified, and he's trying to get out of the room, and he scratched the door. So the father says, let's take a break from that. And Sam sees evidence that something's wrong with her grandmother as well. One day she gives her a ring, and the next day she sees it and she calls Sam a thief. Um, and Sam's very sympathetic to her, but she's concerned. And Kay decides that she's going to take her down to Melbourne and put her in an assisted living home. Um, but the house keeps on creaking. Um, things start getting a little even more dicey. Mom goes out of the house, and she's also hiding something from both her daughters, and and I won't tell you what that is because it's key to the movie, but you can definitely see the grandmother's not right, and soon it looks like the house is actually attacking them. Uh, uh, Kay can't get her mother out of the bathtub. The power goes off. Sam gets locked inside of this endless corridor in the house that keeps on going around and around. With she can't find her way out because there's no way out. She finally has to break through the wall. So it sounds a little pretty creepy. It sounds like a haunted house movie, but it's not. Um, so it's a at the end of the film, the grandmother is in very bad shape, and Kay and Sam are initially scared, but they realize what it is, and then we see all three generations are on the bed. The grandmother, Edna, Kay, and then Sam. And as they're laying there, Sam reaches out to her mother and she sees something, and then the lights go off. All right. All right, first of all, this is not a haunted house movie. This is not a scary movie. It's a powerful movie, and it's a moving film, and it's sad. And quite honestly, as much as I love IFC and everything else, I don't know. I would like to know who decided to put IFC Midnight on this movie, because it's not an IFC Midnight movie. It's more of just a regular IFC film. It's not scary at all. Not in the traditional horror sense. Real world horror, yes. Basically, what this is about is Alzheimer's, dementia, watching a parent slowly age and being helpless to do anything about it. My mother-in-law had Alzheimer's, and I got to see that for about 6 years. She had it for 8. I only saw her for the first 6. I didn't see her the last 2 years of her life. I remember the first time it happened. And the first time it happens, you don't really even think about it. It was just like she got lost. She drove down to see us, and she got lost. Didn't even think anything about it. So say, hey, it happens. I've gotten lost before, whatnot. But when it happened again, within 3 weeks, we knew something was not right. This is a beautifully acted film as well. All three of them are really good. Mortimer, Nevin, and Bella Heathcote are really strong in this movie. Don't let the sound. I mean, the score is really good, but it has that and the creaking of the house or whatnot. It's red herrings. It's smoke. The real meat in this movie is the three women and how their relation is with each other, and the slowly dawning of what's really going on. They try to put a couple of elements into it to make it seem, but it's not. I don't know. Maybe that's the reason why it got put into the IFC Midnight category, but it really shouldn't have. We're going to be deep diving this film. By the time you see this review, we already had deep dived this movie on Cadaver's Club channel, Ben's channel. We're going to be talking about Relic because there's a lot to talk about it. It's definitely one of the best films I've seen this year. I've had this for a while. I haven't watched it till now. It's a really good movie, and highly recommend it. Special features, there are really no special features on here. I think it's audio descriptive track and a trailer. So there might be a commentary. I have to double check, but Highly recommend it. You can get this on on secondary markets such as Amazon or eBay, or you can go to IFC Midnight or IFC.com and order through IFC site. Um, yeah, I really like this a lot. You probably heard me say it 20 times. I'll say it 20 times more. This is what makes IFC so great. Is movies like this, not overhyped, not hyped up like the best thing since sliced bread. Just consistently excellent releases that slide underneath the radar. Don't let it slide underneath the radar. If you have parents and they're getting older, might be worth a watch. All right, that's it for me and the Cheetah. We hope you liked this review. I'm gonna go ahead and put it up, and then hopefully I'll see you on Sunday night, 7:30 on Cadaver's Bin, aka Cadaver Club's channel. We'll be talking about Relic in depth with me, Ben, David from David's Horror, and Mary Wilson, which is going to be her first official live stream. We're really excited. Hopefully we'll get together a regular panel now. We'll have 4 of us, and we'll be picking up the IFC Midnight show again. So we hope that you will come out and check us out. And thanks for watching the review. And if you're new to the channel, hit the sub button, hit the notification bell, and then leave us a comment after you watch our review. Thanks so much, and we'll see you soon. Peace.